In this video, I'm going to give you 4 tips on how to become more self-aware and understand yourself better. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Coach Simona. I make weekly videos on how to simplify your life and have great relationships with others. So if you're interested in personal development, hit the big subscribe button below and the bell next to it to get notified every time I upload a new video. Now, let's jump right into this video. Alright guys, before we jump into the 4 tips that I have for you today, let's take a look at what self-awareness means. It's your ability to have conscious knowledge of your character and your feelings. It's almost like looking at yourself from a third-person perspective. One of the reasons we lack self-awareness is because we have parts of our personalities that we don't want to associate with ourselves, also known as our shadow selves. According to Carl Jung, your shadow self is the unconscious aspect of your personality, or the traits that you don't want to associate yourself with. I've already talked about how to get to know your dark side, so if you're interested in seeing that video, click here after watching this video. Now that we know what self-awareness means and what prevents us from being more self-aware, let's get to tip number 1. Get to know your inner critic. What is your inner critic? Is that little voice on the back of your head that's saying mean things to you? Is that part of you that keeps you stuck, afraid, and lonely? One of the best tools to get to know your inner critic is the Automatic Thought Record tool. It helps you become more aware of your behavior and the triggering thoughts that lead to making most of your decisions. It consists of 5 parts: the situation that you're in, the automatic thoughts that you think during that time, the emotions you feel due to these thoughts, the behavior that you're engaged in as a result, and the alternative behavior that you will choose to adopt. I've made a cheat sheet for you guys, and you can download it by clicking the link in the description below. Mastering your inner critic is the first step to becoming more self-aware. Many of us struggle with this because we have negative thought patterns that we have been developing for years, and it takes a little time to change them. Once you get to know your negative thought patterns and master your inner critic, it's time for step number 2. Develop self-compassion. It's easier to feel compassionate for someone you love, but if you've been mean to yourself for many years, it's difficult to accept every single part of your personality. Developing self-compassion is to be okay with whatever happens in your mind and your body, and to embrace it. For example, if you get angry, instead of rationalizing it or blaming someone else for getting angry, just accept the sensations in your body and tune into your feelings. We all feel negative emotions. They may not be pleasant to deal with, but at the end of the day, they're part of our human experience and they're part of who we are. So we need to accept them and stop judging ourselves for having them. One of the best things you can do to develop self-compassion is to imagine what would you do if a close friend of yours felt that way. Would you be critical of them? Or would you try to support and love them the best way you can? Make yourself your best friend. I know it can be hard, especially if you've experienced trauma in your past. I know, I've been there. But if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this video, it's this. You can become a more conscious, loving, and compassionate person only if you learn to accept and honor every part of yourself. The bottom line is we're born alone and we will die alone. And there's nothing sad about it. That's just the truth. But the only person that you're certainly going to spend the rest of your life with is going to be you. So you better work on becoming a good company to yourself. My 3rd tip is to have a daily self-reflection practice. Self-reflection is one of the most powerful ways to develop self-awareness. There are many ways to practice self-reflection. Here are my 5 suggestions for you guys. My first suggestion is meditation. It helps you focus on your breath, calm down your mind, and become a silent observer of your thoughts. My second suggestion is mindfulness. It helps you center yourself into the present moment by sharpening your senses intentionally and looking at your surroundings non-judgmentally. 3. Daily journal. It helps you process difficult feelings, gets rid of thoughts that are cluttering your mind, and unleashes your creativity. 4. Ancient books of wisdom. Reading ancient books, such as Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, help you develop higher consciousness and take your self-awareness to the next level. And number 5. Quiet time in nature. It helps you reconnect with yourself and tune into your feelings without all the distractions from your daily life. What I advise you to do is to try each one of them and decide for yourself which one suits you best. Quick question: have you tried any of them, or do you have another self-reflection process? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's get to my last tip. Ask a trusted friend to help you out. Self-awareness is about knowing every aspect of your personality so that you can embrace it and integrate it into your life. The funny thing is that once you bring light to your shadow, it can no longer hold its power over you. Now for this exercise, you're going to need a good friend, someone you can trust. The purpose of this exercise is to find your blind spots and make them more visible to you so that you can become more self-aware. Now you're going to ask your friend the following questions. Number 1. What is my biggest strength according to you? Number 2. What is my greatest weakness according to you? Number 3. How do I react in tough situations? 4. What do you think makes me the happiest? And number 5. If you had to give me one piece of advice, what would it be? Asking people who know you well to answer these questions will give you a different perspective on yourself. You will see what your blind spots are. And if you get defensive, then you've hit a gold mine.
Wait.
Kenny, look. We got a gold mine.
Let me explain why. For example, if a friend of yours says that you're selfish and you feel defensive towards it, dig deeper. Remember, it's not important how they see you. It's important which part of your personality you're ignoring and, as a result, keeping in the shadows. Here's how to go about it. Ask yourself these questions and be brutally honest with yourself. Has someone called me selfish before? And how did that feel? In what situations have I reacted selfishly? Do I associate being selfish with being a bad person? What can I do to accept this part of myself? How can I become more caring and loving? This is just an example. You can do this with any trigger. The important thing is to become more self-aware and leave all the things that don't serve you anymore in the past, so that you can become a lighter and a happier version of yourself. Alright guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on any future videos. Don't forget to download your automatic thought behavior tool so that you can keep track of your negative thoughts and become even more self-aware. I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!